DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And also brought to you by Universal Pictures, Nobody 2, only in theaters August 15th. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, President Mauricio Suleiman, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Dallas Hahn, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Our three judges scoring the bout from ringside: from Nevada, Tim Cheatham; from New York, Max DeLuca; and from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. And introducing our third man to the ring, the referee will be giving instructions. After the introductions, we have Thomas Taylor. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's prime time! Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach. Entering the ring wearing black trunks with orange trim, the distinguished former senator hailing from and representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He weighed in at 146.8 pounds, recently inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, and having defeated 8 current Hall of Famers, he holds a professional record of 62 wins, 8 losses and 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making his return to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's pride of the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats of the sport. Here is the renowned 12-time 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and only Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao! His opponent across the ring in the red corner, guided under the tutelage of renowned trainer Bob Santos, wearing blue trunks with cheetah print, hailing from and representing his beautiful hometown of San Antonio, Texas. He weighed in at 146.2 pounds. With a record of 29 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, he has 18 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Having captured a world title at 140 and 147 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the accomplished 2-division world champion, the current reigning and defending WBC welterweight champion of the world, introducing El Azteca, Mario Once again, here's our referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Thomas Taylor.
Okay, gentlemen, everything on the orange up is going to be good. Bottom of the white letters up is good. You got my instructions in the back, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Sometimes words aren't necessary. The crowd will tell you what this moment is all about as they await the first bell for Manny Pacquiao's return against Mario Barrios. Barrios told me, this is the biggest fight of my career. This is the grandest stage, and early on we will know if we get vintage Manny Pacquiao or old Manny Pacquiao, and the difference is huge.
Well, either way, this crowd has received Pac-Man's return in a big way, as you'd expect. You wonder what effect that will have on the judges, because anytime Pacquiao comes close to landing, you'll hear from the strong crowd in this arena.
And you even heard me as well when he landed on the arms of Barrios. But yeah, I said woo. Because yes, these first 2-3 rounds, we're going to see if the timing is still there for Pacquiao.
That was
the speed.
That was the one thing that was missing when I went to his public workout. It was the timing. That seemed to be off. I spoke to Freddie Roach about it. He says, look, the legs are still there, and tonight it's about a great left hand for Manny against a great right hand from Barrios. There's that left from Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, so far it's been the left from Manny Pacquiao. No punches thrown yet from Barrios.
Barrios still feeling out Manny. But you have to believe this will be as quick and resourceful as Manny will be all night. And so far, he looks good, jabbing to the body consistently.
Yeah, you know that Barrios does not want to make a mistake against the experienced Manny Pacquiao that's been in there against the greats of the greats. So being cautious in this first round.
Guys, Barrios made no bones about it. He says the longer the fight goes on, the more it favors me. And we know that Pacquiao needs to have this kind of quick start.
Pacquiao split the guard during that sequence. That left hand speed is still there.
But there's a right hand of Mario Barrios trying to establish some respect from the Pac-Man.
The first right hand that Mario Barrios threw, and it landed flush on Pacquiao. And it seemed like it didn't hurt him, but definitely got him off balance.
Barrios trying to establish the jab.
And it almost seems like he wants Pacquiao to get some sense of confidence for him to come in.
And do something like that. Open up and then land a quick, sharp uppercut. There's that left from Manny Pacquiao. He's got to stay active with it, though.
Manny's got to be able to move his feet consistently, something he couldn't do in the Ugas fight the last time we saw him back in 2021.
It's a nice jab from Manny Pacquiao, despite the four. Manny Pacquiao dangerous. And look, against Ugas, he told members of his team, I could see the shots, I couldn't get there. Tonight, he's getting there.
Definitely is. There's not much punches thrown in this round, but the punches that he did throw were effective.
Okay? Ang gawin mo na lang, laglagan mo lang, galaw ang ulo mo, ha? Baka hindi natin alam kung nasisit up siya mo. So galaw ang ulo, hulog. Maganda yun. 1-2 pagka-out, 1-2 out.
Right hand to the body, left hook to the head.
Yeah.
Combination.
Pag tumabor ang kanan, nakita mo, okay mo. Let's go.
Freddie Roach asking Manny Pacquiao to throw combinations to the body. But he's got to be very aware of that powerful right hand from Mario Barrios. 18 knockouts in 29 victories. You see Barrios now coming out to meet Manny Pacquiao in the center of the ring. Wants to establish the fact that he's the champion. Will this be the round after a feeling out round? He starts off with a good jab.
He has to take the lead, meaning Barrios, with the output to control the terms of this fight. And really, as he said all week, make Manny look and feel like the older fighter.
Yeah. Again, it felt like the first round was definitely a study round for Barrios. He saw what he needed to see. He landed the right hand. Pacquiao comes in forward, opens up. So now it's Barrios trying to get the jab going. But again, Pacquiao, you see the old Pacquiao coming in with the flurry, stepping back and getting back on that jab.
That was a quick 1-2 tackle. That'll happen to Abner when a southpaw and an orthodox fighter step in the ring together.
It happens all the time. But even in knockdown, sometimes when you go down, even if it was no punch, you kind of get a little bit distracted. Speaking of Barrios, but no, he's getting back on that jab.
Pacquiao has the chance to achieve many different historic feats tonight. One of them is becoming the first boxer in history to hold a world title in 4 different decades. Incredible to think about.
And the fact that he would be the first ever inducted International Boxing Hall of Famer to not only come back, but to also be crowned a world champion. But to do that, there's a lot that yet needs to be done.
That was a nice jab and followed by a body shot early as well from Barrios. He definitely needs to work the body against the older 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Break him down.
That's it. That was a very ill-intentioned counter right that Barrios wanted to punish Pacquiao with. That's a nice left, and then a jab counter from Barrios. So there's an answer from Barrios now in the second round.
There's an answer from Barrios, the right hand, but Pacquiao's landing some shots too. And then let's not forget, guys, Manny Pacquiao still possesses that power, the old man power people talked about in the sparring sessions, that he was hurting people.
And once again, he's in against a bigger fighter. Barrios' team said they wanted him to come in at around 168 pounds on fight night. Pacquiao nowhere near there.
Remember, Barrios hasn't been on the fight at this level exactly, but he's been on the pay-per-view level twice in losses to Gervonta Davis and Keith Thurman, and he talked so much this week about what he learned from those in terms of maturity, education, patience.
Pacquiao was patient and countered with a short right, which is not his MO. He's a big left-hand guy, but you know, early on he was seen as a one-handed puncher. Good round for Manny Barrios here. We'll listen in to Bob Santos.
Hey, real quick. All you have to do is use your jab. All you have to do is use your jab and don't force it to the body. But every opportunity, we have to start touching the body, okay? Go ahead, Rick. That's what I'm going to say. Keep on jabbing. Every time you get hooked, you start touching the body, all right? Look for that right hand when you miss it to that body as you practice, right? Yeah. You're doing perfect. Perfect start to the fight. All you got to do is just...
And here is the 1-2 that Manny Pacquiao. Mario Barrios, well, Mario Barrios had a response for that, and that was a straight jab to the face of Manny Pacquiao.
You got the cup, Rick?
Hit him with a straight right hand to the body.
Touch him to the body. Touch him to the body.
What we're seeing early on is that first step offensively is there. What's not really there is the exit strategy for Manny Pacquiao.
Got hit with that right hand.
Yep. Now it's Barrios starting off with the jab, using his height advantage and reach advantage. 6.5 inches taller, 4 inches longer on that reach.
Bob Santos is such a key to the confidence and execution of Mario Barrios. And remember, that was Barrios' original trainer when he turned pro in 2013. They went 16-0 together, they parted ways, and since they've returned in 2023, you've seen a more confident Barrios that's 3-0-1 overall, including winning a world title.
Oh, really? He has grown with Bob Santos these last couple of fights, and again, he's fighting a legend tonight. Does not want to make any mistakes, and Bob Santos knows. He's being really alert, really cautious, speaking of Barrios.
Manny looked like he was motioning to Barrios, telling him to raise the punches after a couple were on that belt line.
Barrios says, hey, you're not the referee. That guy's got to tell me what to do.
Well, that's a key part of it. We're going to wait for this turning point where Barrios stops respecting Pacquiao. That could either be the point that begins his undoing if he gets caught, or that downhill ride as the younger man with the younger legs.
And when you come to that word respect, these both warriors have been touching up gloves at the beginning of each round as a sign of respect. But Barrios said, I have to lose that respect. And his trainer, Bob Santos, said, look, at the end of the day, I need my guy to have a killer instinct. Because you ask guys like Oscar De La Hoya, Antonio Margarito, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, what happens when you don't match this guy's killer instinct? It doesn't end well.
It does not. And there's a response from Barrios. Good body shot. That was good body shots.
And here you see Thomas Taylor saying, you may be Manny Pacquiao, but I established the belt line early on before the fight started. He's very particular about that. And you love that out of a referee of Thomas Taylor's pedigree.
Yeah, and for me, guys, I don't think it's much so the respect that Barrios is showing for Pacquiao right now. I think it's just like he's trying to figure him out. He's got the jab going, okay, he's trying to land the body shot. He's landed a couple of them, but at the same time, he does not want to make mistakes.
There's a nice leaping left there from Manny Pacquiao. There's that jab, though he can't get away from the jab of Mario Barrios. He's just too slow on the defensive end tonight.
He knows that sooner or later, Pacquiao's going to fade. So he believes and hopes.
Barrios has a 4-inch reach advantage, but he's 6.5-inch height advantage as the tallest opponent at 6 foot even that Manny has yet to face.
The right uppercut, now a left uppercut from Mario Barrios. Getting more confident. And that means that Manny Pacquiao will start to open up and get caught by shots like that right. At the MGM Grand Garden
fucking fight. Okay, so whatever he does, let the ref do the refing, okay? So if he complains of something, he ain't the referee. Don't go at him in a direct line, but when we start complaining about that, those are clean bulls. You gotta come to him. You don't like the body shots, okay? He's not the referee. Let the ref do his job. You do yours. Go ahead.
It's working, all right? One-handed, that right hand to the body like we tried.
Early in the round, the right hand by Barrios, straight right hand. Twice. He noticed that the first one didn't land flush, and he went for the second one. And here it is again, getting desperate. Manny Pacquiao lunging in, guard down, and Barrios taking advantage of that and landing that right hand.
Manny Pacquiao still draws a crowd at age 46. People understand that if anybody can defy Father Time, if anyone can make history once again, it's the hear the name Manny or Pacquiao, you're not thinking Manny Machado.
This is a people's champ right here. Everyone loves Manny. He's a great
hold
person.
on here.
One of those stiff jabs there from Barrios. It looked like it snapped the head of Pacquiao back during that sequence.
Yeah, he kind of shook him up a little bit. But then he didn't follow up.
I mean, we're seeing in pockets the limitations, the age of Manny Pacquiao. As long as his balance and his stamina can hold form, he's still a threat in this fight. But when one of those goes, it could really turn quickly.
And that jab did catch Manny a little bit off balance, and that's why it seemed to be more damaging than it was.
Already, though, he's moving a lot more than he did against Ugas some 4 years ago, in which he said he was getting leg massages 3 times a day. He cramped up in that fight. Since then, they've switched course. Massages once a week, and he says he feels a lot younger because of that.
Yeah, no cramps here in this fight so far for Manny Pacquiao, moving a lot more. Feet movement, the quickness. But again, Barrios not yet throwing a lot of punches like Ugas did against Manny Pacquiao, and that gave Manny problems. And there it is. Every time that Barrios throws punches, he lands. He hurts Pacquiao.
That was a nice counter from Mario Barrios that Manny Pacquiao tried to get a couple of other shots in, and there's a leaping uppercut there from Mario Barrios, now establishing the jab against the veteran. Look, if he can get Manny Pacquiao walking backwards, that's the fight.
Yeah, you got to start getting the attention of Manny by doing that. The jab, push him back.
The jab is the key. That's the key to wear Manny down. Really pull at that gas tank.
Fight like the bigger fighter you are.
Well, a nice right uppercut also from Mario Barrios. Maybe not landing clean, but he's getting there and he's making Manny Pacquiao think before he commits.
Barrios has had the upper hand for most of this round. You can still see him leery of the speed of that left-hand counter from Pacquiao.
I want to see that straight left to the body from Manny Pacquiao. Let's not forget, beautiful left hand to the face from Manny.
That right cross from Barrios landed flush, however.
It's the back and forth between these two fighters. You can feel the tension and also the respect.
Lawasin mo siya. Pag-angat mo sa ibabaw, bitawan mo itong hook mo, ha? Ha? Pag-bitaw mo ng hook, yung kaluwa mo kababa. Pag, out ka. Tapos, yung jab straight mo, jab straight. Yung mantumanto mo, nawawala pa. Bitaw ka, ha? Tumihan natin ang puntos.
Barrios' last round, the shots, the straight punches, the right hand to the body are landing easy right now on Manny Pacquiao, and I love that. He gets back to that jab. Straight punches, straight right hand, and back to his jab.
Deep breath. Perfect.
Joe Coy, the famous comedian who's going to be teaming up with Gabriel Iglesias Fluffy to sell out SoFi Stadium in March of 2026. Tonight he says, you can't be a Filipino and not be a fan of Manny Pacquiao.
Hey, look, if if we're honest, we're all fans of Manny Pacquiao. It's a one-of-one athlete, and the way people love and remember him is also special. These fans came not to support, they believe that he can win ultimately. And you certainly saw that in the way the betting line changed as we got closer.
Yeah, no, you're right. And so far, Pacquiao showing some grits. He's showing some good shots, but again, the hard shots are landed by Barrios.
There's a quick darting Manny Pacquiao. As you see, our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, has the fight a draw now after 4 rounds, giving the champion the last 2.
Abner, do you get the feeling Barrios is showing too much respect, or is there enough of a threat coming back that this is how you have to break Pacquiao down?
I think that there's enough of a threat from Manny Pacquiao, aggression, the fast punches that has Barrios thinking. He's not, again, he does not want to make a mistake. So little by little, this is the 5th round. There's going to come a point, we know Bob Santos, where he's going to tell him and he's going to urge him, okay, it's time to step it up. Act like the bigger guy and the younger guy. Push him back.
That's a nice left there from Manny Pacquiao. Partially parried by Barrios, but you can see why he is leery of throwing that right hand until he has an opportunity. And he did say, I'm going to take him to deep waters. I want to see how much he has left, how those legs are cramping or not cramping past 6, 8, 10 rounds. I know I'm young. I know I'm 30 years old. I'm in my prime. He is not.
Barrios is starting to time that counter right hand perfectly after Pacquiao finishes his combination attempts.
Yeah, Pacquiao can't get that jab off his face from Barrios.
How about that overhand right counter? There's that stick once again. I mean, to be honest, Barrios can just jab his way to victory tonight if he wants to. I don't think that's the way it's going to play out, but he could.
I believe that's what Bob Santos told him. You could just jab, son. Keep jabbing, and every jab, there it is, it lands every time he throws it.
Abner, when Pacquiao lunges, he leaves himself square. That's a dangerous place to be.
I mean, I just got one word, Marquez. That's exactly what happened. Marquez timed him well. He went in with his hands down. Got him with the straight overhand left, right, and knocked him out.
It's the last time Pacquiao's been knocked down in his career, and that was 2012.
Good quick hands from Manny Pacquiao to close out the 5th round of this fight. And you see the crowd is loving the action.
Take a deep breath. Look, don't come in a direct line, but you got to use your jab and push him back. We got to hold ground and push him back. He's getting gassed. So you put that pressure on him, mentally he's going to gas. But don't come in a direct line. Angle, and use the jab. Touch the body every single time underneath, okay? But we got to hold ground and push him back. Don't let him go forward, but not in line. Go ahead, Rich. Yep.
Let's start pushing him back, make him feel old. Start double, tripling your jab. When he goes on left hand, catch him, big body, all right? Let's go. Let's start making him feel old, all right? These are rounds where we start pressing him, all right? Small step control, make sure you're behind
the jab.
Behind the jab. Smart, all right?
He's gassed. He's gassed.
Pacquiao of old used to throw 5-6 punch combinations. Tonight, that's just not part of the repertoire.
No, and even when he's throwing 3-punch combinations, he's finishing with his hands down a little bit off balance, which is something we're not used to seeing in a Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, no, of course not. But, you know, being smart, Pacquiao, he doesn't want to gas out, leave everything in one round. So whenever he sees an opportunity, he lets those hands go. 3, 4 punches, but not the 6, 7 combinations. And then the side steps that we were used to seeing from Manny Pacquiao.
That's a big part of it, the footwork to exit. That's why he looks so, let's just say, it was a much younger version of Pacquiao.
It was against Tank Davis, and Tank Davis knocked him down with that body shot.
Oh, nice jab from Barrios. That was stiff and right in the face of Manny Pacquiao.
And that's what Bob Santos wants from him. We heard him say that, and don't forget, Santos, an accomplished trainer, he's been in many Pacquiao that played a big role in their preparation.
Just listen to that crowd.
They're enjoying this.
Counter shots there for Barrios, flush to the chin.
And for Pacquiao right now, it's not how many punches or the speed. It's the right punches that you need to throw. Body shots, straight left, jab. Wait for the right moment. But don't go in flurries like you used to, because again, you're leaving yourself exposed.
Barrios, a 16-punch connect advantage through the first 6 rounds, and here's Pacquiao darting in. Barrios not making him pay.
Yeah, it was right there too.
And he uses his shoulder there to get Manny Pacquiao off of him.
And you wonder how many of these surges is Pacquiao going to have each round as this fight goes on.
Nice right left uppercut. And you can see how Pacquiao talks to Barrios, and that's why it was so important when Bob Santos says, do not allow him to referee this fight. You know what? Morales told me, he would say break, break, break.
Oh, Manny Pacquiao would say that?
Yeah.
And the muscle memory right there, you were just, okay, I'll break.
Yeah. Nice stiff jab there from Mario Barrios. That's a jab, a darting shot from Manny Pacquiao.
Lead left hand, not much power on it, but it caught Barrios not ready for it.
This was a really good one for Pacquiao, but that wasn't really close for Barrios.
You can't deal with your speed. Come on, bang, bang, bang. All right? 5 shots in a row, it's over.
The score first, what I think Manny won the first 2 rounds. I thought Barrios won the next 3. And I think the last one, maybe Pacquiao eked it out with that combination at the end of the round. Okay, it's all beauties in the eye of the beholder. But that being said, look, Manny's hanging tough for a 46-year-old right now. He's in this fight. He hasn't really gotten hurt. His balance isn't beautiful anymore, but he's still, his legs are still lively, like right there. So that's a good combination he threw there. It's going to impress the judges. It just impressed me. There's 2 of them. Now Barrios has got to get those back, or else Manny's on top by 2 combinations. So, it's an ebb and flow right now. But look, Manny at 46 years old, it's pretty unbelievable right now. And Barrios, of course, he's going to probably get better in the second half of this fight, but we'll see.
That's the expectation. Thank you very much, Joe.
You're welcome.
But Barrios will have to get to his average of 20 power punches thrown per round, because through 6 rounds, he hasn't topped 19 power punches thrown in a single round.
There were some good surges there from Pacquiao, including that lead right hook, but Freddie Roach telling him in the corner, we need 5-6 punch combinations. He said, this fight could be over. You got to be careful balancing that gas tank if you're Pacquiao on the flip side.
And you saw that counter left after, how effective it was for him.
That was really effective. You see what Pacquiao's doing. He's moving to his right now.
Explain why that's so important.
So he's moving to his right. He's taking that right away from Barrios. Every time he steps to the right, there's no right that Barrios can land, because his whole body is in a different angle. Really smart from Manny Pacquiao, double jabbing, turning to the right.
But he can't land the jab, though, from there.
Yeah, but the left is there for Manny.
This really is, as Joe said, remarkable that we're seeing Pacquiao at this age, after this layoff, almost fighting on even terms here with Barrios.
Oh, what a nice right from Barrios, but the answer from Manny Pacquiao. If they are in the center of the ring, Manny Pacquiao on the inside can do damage.
Yeah, now Barrios is letting Pacquiao lead it first. Get in first, take the initiative, get the jab going. Remember, Barrios' jab was effective and had Pacquiao off balance.
But now he's allowed the crowd to get into this fight as well. And it's a pro-Manny Pacquiao fight inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Barrios keeping his nerve, keeping his cool, but at some point he needs to do that and establish himself as the champion. Part of that dominance early on or in the middle rounds with Mario Barrios using that jab after.
It's a close fight. The jab, how Barrios started, and here it is. So effective. Pushing Manny Pacquiao back, getting him off balance, setting everything with that jab. And you said it earlier, Bernardo, you can win this entire fight simply with that jab.
Hold that cup, Rich. You got it. He's starting to break down. He's going to look for one big shot.
Not into the Cruz, you guys in the Cruz the whole time. Yes. All right? Let's go, start making this motherfucker feel old.
Yeah, bring it down. Let's go, Mario. Let's go, baby. Be alert, baby. Be alert.
Round 8 of a scheduled 12-round WBC welterweight title fight. Bernardo Osuna alongside 3-division champion Abner Mares. Combat sports specialist Brian Campbell, a Hall of Famers Jim Gray, Joe Goosen, and our very own host, Brian Custer, on the call today. Nice straight left from Manny Pacquiao. He's finding spots for his quick shots here.
The timing is absolutely beautiful here.
I'm impressed. A 46-year-old man, the timing's there. I mean, he talked about it. He said it. The training camp was good. Everything was working perfect, and we're seeing it right now. The fight really close, as we're seeing 66-67 in favor of Manny Pacquiao.
That's Larry Hazard's unofficial scorecard. And look, he may look like a 40-year-old, but he's not that 40-year-old we saw against Jordanis Ugaza. He's nothing near a 46-year-old through 8 rounds tonight.
I think some of that is Pacquiao. Look, he's a busy
Body shot
politician.
there from Barrios.
Sure, and Pacquiao, he's busy in politics, philanthropy. If he's unfocused, if he's not putting in the work, sometimes you get a different Pacquiao. I think that's what we saw in the loss to Jeff Ward in 2017. But look what happened when he came back 2 years later. Looked completely different, and going through Broner and Thurman.
Yeah, listen, there was that question. Even Barrios had, why did Manny Pacquiao choose me? Why me? Am I the weakest link? Well, I'm going to give you a simple answer. I think that Barrios waits too much. He takes his sweet time, and he's giving Pacquiao these opportunities to go in with the flurries, take his time. He does not put the pressure for this older man. So that is the answer. If Barrios was able to pressure and throw a lot more punches like Ugas did, it will be a whole different story.
And that's a temperament issue with Mario Barrios. It's not the killer against Pacquiao. It's been his MO.
You can't give Pacquiao an inch here. He'll take a lot more.
Look at that. He's giving you enough space, time to think, Barrios. And Pacquiao, he's taking it. He's taking a breather. He's relaxing, and boom. That's his punches go.
That's a nice right hand. The left hand was partially blocked by Barrios, who's been very responsible defensively tonight. Made very few mistakes.
Remember what Pacquiao revealed this week? He didn't pick Barrios. His wife Jinky did. Watching Barrios' last fight, the draw with Abel Ramos, saying, I think you can beat that guy.
Well, so far it's looking that way. This is a close fight.
Unbelievable that we're here at this point in his career. Unbelievable that Manny's still here at this point in this fight.
And he's competitive and taking the lead in round number 8 as a 10-second clap sounds, and Manny Pacquiao, just like old times, getting the crowd on their feet.
Big round for Manny Pacquiao.
And Bob Santos is going to have to light a fire under Barrios.
Beautiful combination. Beautiful combination. Great job. Throw your punches like that. Relax. Galon. Yes. Tubig tayo. Nakita mo? Nakita mo nilaro mo siya? Di ba nilaro mo siya? Yung last 30 seconds mo? Tapos 10 seconds. Lupa ka mo bigla. Nataranta. Pwede natin gawin yun. Ha?
Backline gloves. Upakan mo. Ganun lang din.
There is Jinky, Manny Pacquiao's wife. His daughter's also in attendance. She knows what she saw.
To be Barrios, but guess what? He's proving it tonight.
We do want a fool's gold in there. That was a down performance from Barrios in his own opinion. He said he was ill during training camp. He was more focused on making weight, and he definitely faded down the second half. He's got to prove tonight that he is that younger fighter in command in the championship rounds.
And so far, through 8 rounds, at the beginning of round number 9, stamina not an issue for Manny Pacquiao. It was, how will his legs look? Will he still have that spring in his step? And so far, Abner, you have a better eye for this. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a really focused Manny Pacquiao, an energized Manny Pacquiao. This is the 9th round. He's throwing a lot of punches. He's moving a lot. And it almost looked like this is the younger guy. He's a 46-year-old man. He's moving and doing a lot more than Barrios.
Look, only Pacquiao knows how much is truly left in the tank. What you wonder is the combination of this crowd and the passion Pacquiao has for this sport. Is that enough to lift him to victory?
I think so.
Look, I just saw Barrios had a really good body shot counter, but it's just the numbers are adding up for Manny Pacquiao here in the last 4 rounds. It's just he's running numbers on Barrios, and he's just not finding answers.
To answer your question, Brian, yes, you feed off the energy of the people, and that's what Manny Pacquiao is known for. The crowd, they love Manny Pacquiao. They know he can't do it, and I'm a believer right now.
And they may not be 6-punch flurries, but they are 3- and 4-punch combinations from the Pac-Man.
And it's enough to give Barrios doubt. It's enough to discipline him just enough to prevent him from letting go those combinations, including that straight right hand.
And more importantly, it's enough for the judges to believe what they're seeing in the ring with their own eyes.
But for Barrios, when you start thinking, come on, I'm the younger guy, I'm stronger, I'm bigger, I gotta start pushing this old man back. It's not there yet.
Look, there's 35 seconds left in this 9th round, and right before he started this 9th round, Bob Santos told Mario Barrios, do not allow him to steal rounds from you, because this happens. The crowd gets going, and Manny gets going. Let's see what kind of response Barrios has.
I'll tell you one thing, the jab is gone. There it is, right on cue. The jab is totally gone from Mario Barrios. That's what was dictating the fight in the beginning of the
That allows Pacquiao to get close to land these shots.
But now let's close the show, okay? Last 3 rounds in the bank, okay? Use the shit out of that jab and bang the body. And when you hurt him with a body shot, lift it up an angle and press.
This is how Manny Pacquiao is winning rounds. He throws a combination of punches, a flurry. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. 4, 1, 2, and he's going straight back Mario Barrios. But he opens up, he leaves himself open for Barrios to counterpunch, but he does not pull the trigger.
There's Sebastian Fundora defended his title successfully against the man he took it from, Tszyu, just moments ago. And now Manny Pacquiao looking to make it like, I'm taking it. If you guys can't fix it, I'm fixing it.
One time around. All of this will just benefit Pacquiao. I mean, Barrios as well, but this is what Pacquiao needs.
He's using all the tricks of the book right now, Manny. You have to.
And let's see how Thomas Tender reacts to that cheekiness in the corner of Manny Pacquiao, because he doesn't play any games. Nice flurry there from Mario Barrios. The instructions from Bob Santos was to come out and dominate these last 3 rounds. These are the championship rounds. And our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, has Manny Pacquiao up 87-84. So Barrios needs all the last 3 rounds just to get a draw. What's your scorecard look like, Brian?
I have it 5 rounds to 4 in favor of Manny Pacquiao. And you gotta wonder how many close rounds, just by that explosion of the crowd, are gonna lean Manny's way.
We've talked about the sentimental favor. These judges are human. They know what they're experiencing. They know what they're living. And that's the difficulty of separating yourself. And that's why Barrios has to do exactly what he did there. Throw flurries, connect, and push Pacquiao back.
The opportunity's there. We talked about it. Every time that Pacquiao throws the combination, he leaves himself open. And Barrios does not execute. He does not let the right hand go. There it is, the jab. He's got to get it going again. Get the rhythm, get the momentum.
Look, it's one thing if you're 46 and you're only relying on power to stay relevant. Pacquiao is outthinking and outperforming Barrios up to this point.
To the point that Pacquiao has outlanded Barrios in 3 of the last 4 rounds. He's 16 years older than Barrios. And you know what? He turned pro 4 months before Barrios was born. Won his first world title when Barrios was 3. Beat Barrera in San Antonio, Barrios' hometown, when he was 8 years old. But you know what? We talked about it. If anybody can defy Father Time, if anybody could say, I could care less what your doubts are, I believe in myself, and God is in my corner, it's Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao is improving as much that age is just a number. I think he's proving that he is a true one-of-one with this performance so far.
He is definitely one-on-one with using all the tricks, all the experience, blocking those shots and counter-punching effectively. Speaking of Manny Pacquiao, beautiful body shot. And he's still on his toes. 10th round, and Manny Pacquiao is so elusive still with this footwork.
Shades of Sugar Ray Leonard over Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Still a lot of boxing to go here. We've got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left for history to be made. And it's still up in the balance. There's a lot of rounds that could have gone either way here. So neither can feel like I've got this fight in the bank. The championship rounds will be crucial here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And what a privilege it is